Without the government, who will build the spikes where the homeless people sleep?
Business.
Honestly, if the government actually did that shit, it'd be the best thing the government did.
It'd be a waste of money.
That's not a waste of money.
How about you build them houses?
No.
Why? The spikes are way cheaper. That's a stupid question.
I think there's a general trend that rights become undermined by ever-increasing bureaucracy.
I'm pro bureaucracy. I've decided.
Mm-hmm. What's your ideal society look like?
So you know the post office.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but everywhere you go.
That's just every building. You have to get a permit to go outside. You have to get approved for each step you take. Each step has a tax. It's called the earth tax.
And it's individually serialized.
Well, you get charged per step, so...
I thought of another thing to add to my perfect
Humans
society.
eventually become so burdened by tax they develop longer legs.
They get serialized and cataloged just in case a rise of concern emerges with the new red step laws, and they can prosecute people for suspicious steps.
Well, the thing is, humans over time start evolving and growing longer legs.
They start floating to evade taxes.
I was thinking that in addition to everything being like the post office, you could have the TSA everywhere to keep it safe.
Yeah. There's actually a TSA agent that checks you every time you step into your car.
And they're just as effective as our current TSA. So like...
Well, no, they just sit with their hand on your cock while you drive.
Oh no.
Joe Biden ignores constituents, expands ICE, but ICE now keeps people in the U.S.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to own a home. You can rent. You don't even need to own a car. You can rent that too. You don't need to own your dishwasher. You can rent that. Your clothes. You don't need.
You could just rent your clothes.
Rent your clothes.
Everything becomes a tuxedo service. Dry cleaner business booms. They're the new U.S. elites.
I bet you can plot like decline of society by necessity for lawyers over time. The honor society at my university makes me attend these lectures, and one of the lectures was a pretty good one. It was about criminal justice, and this lawyer who does a lot of pro bono work for like the last 30 years, one thing he observes is that if you're like lying in court, and he's seen this many times, if you're a police officer and you're lying, or if you're lying in court in general, but the case gets dismissed as a result, you don't get penalized for that. You only get penalized if the like case goes all the way through. So what happens a lot is police officer kicks open the door, does evil thing,
just lies through his ass, and then if he gets proven wrong, he just drops the case.
Yeah, the case gets dropped.
Bingo.
And they don't get in trouble for it. Anyway, I think police are great guys. I love them.